I opposed the recitation. The attorney flinched. The chamber stilled. You mustn't. A woman gasped. Yet the voice persisted, gentle but resolute, from a young child. 7-year-old Jonah rose, composed yet steadfast. You're all reading the incorrect will. Murmurs of shock and confusion rippled. What the family was unaware of was that the late black billionaire had bequeathed more than wealth. He left a concealed truth, one his 7-year-old son was poised to unveil. And when he did, the entire dynasty trembled. This isn't merely a tale of inheritance. It's about a legacy pilfered and restored. This is the story of a brilliant 7-year-old who transformed a will into a tool of justice. Greetings, story enthusiasts. Where are you tuning in from? Share your city in the comments so we can track how far our tale reaches. Crystal chandeliers gleamed above the polished mahogany table where influential relatives sat in hushed expectation. Among them, small and serene, was 7-year-old Jonah Carter, son of Malcolm Carter, a revered black billionaire who climbed from poverty to forge an empire. Jonah sat by himself, his feet swinging off the chair, his dark eyes alert yet inscrutable. His white step-uncles muttered that a child couldn't possibly grasp the legacy, while others traded smug looks. Malcolm had perished in a plane crash just 2 weeks earlier. Whispers circulated that Jonah would inherit little. They claimed his late mother held no status, that the board would seize control, that the boy was merely a formality. But what they didn't know, what they couldn't have fathomed, was that Malcolm had secretly groomed his son. And today, this 7-year-old would rise and unravel all they believed was theirs. The attorney commenced reading the will. Vacation estates, hedge fund shares, and priceless artworks were distributed to each white relative. Then he hesitated. To my son, Jonah, I bequeath a sealed letter and 1 share of Carter Industries. Snickers arose, eyebrows arched. A cousin leaned in and murmured, 1 share, how quaint. Jonah calmly opened the envelope and passed the letter to the attorney. Daddy said to read this next. The room fell silent. The attorney unfolded it, his hands visibly shaking as he read aloud. If you hear this, I am gone. And if Jonah is beside you, know he is the only one I trust in this room. Enclosed is a USB. Jonah knows its location. It contains encrypted files, evidence of financial theft, sabotage, and the culprits' names. Gasps erupted. An uncle stood, his face ashen. Jonah reached into his small backpack, retrieved a flash drive, and handed it to the assistant. My dad said, press play. The screen flickered to life. Malcolm appeared, his voice firm and deliberate. You tried to erase my son from my legacy, but he's the only one worthy of it. Emails, bank transfers, audio recordings, all naming names. An aunt burst into sobs. A cousin yelled, turn it off. But Jonah sat quietly, courageous, prepared. Then the attorney read the will's final line. To Jonah, I bequeath controlling ownership of everything. The room descended into pandemonium. Some shouted, others pleaded. One man lunged for the USB, but security intervened. Jonah remained seated, calmly swinging his legs. On screen, Malcolm's voice cut through the chaos. Jonah, you may be young, but you're already the strongest among them. You were born with their envy aimed at you. Stand firm. The documents exposed everything. Embezzlement, covert takeovers, racial discrimination hidden in contracts. And there, before the stunned board, the 7-year-old raised his hand. My dad said I should begin by dismissing the deceivers. No one laughed now. In that moment, Jonah transcended childhood. He became the embodiment of a legacy reclaimed. Dear viewers, if you're captivated by this story, please give it a like. It truly helps. In the weeks that followed, headlines blazed. 7-year-old black heir dismantles corrupt empire. Jonah's guardians adhered to his father's recorded directives. The board was overhauled, the culprits ousted. Every school Malcolm had dreamed of funding was established. Jonah didn't play like most 7-year-olds. He pored over board reports with cookies at his side, correcting adults with astonishing precision. He didn't merely inherit power, he personified it. The white relatives who once mocked him now pleaded for audiences. This wasn't just about one boy. It was about every black child underestimated, erased, or ridiculed, rising above expectations. Jonah became a beacon, not of wealth, but of an unyielding legacy. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more compelling stories and new videos.